Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Cancer. How are you guys? Hope you're all well. Let's see what's happening. I did put singles readings up on Monday. You can check those out. There may be a message there for you, Cancer. See what your overall energy is. It could be your friends, your love life, family, a love interest, finance or career. Take it as it resonates. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Clear message. Messages. There we go. Seeking the truth. Oops. This one wants to come out. Spreading your wings. Very nice. Some of you are definitely open towards something, the truth, towards a new beginning. It's about seeing things clearly. So it's opening up that zipper. It's between two people. There's some things that need to be figured out, okay, to do with the truth. Spreading your wings. I like that energy. Being open to a new beginning. Yeah. So somebody here needs to face their fears about speaking a truth. Some of you may be needing to face your fears that somebody may not be telling the truth. So you're looking for answers. There's that 7, figuring things out, fixing things. All right, Cancer, let's see. Could be yourself or somebody else who wants to reach out. I feel like you're open to hear what someone says. Maybe you're afraid to hear what this person's going to tell you or what this truth is going to be. So I see this Empress energy as always. Cancer, yeah. So I feel as though there is something about success, something you're creating. You may be seeking the truth, looking for some answers. It could even be within yourself. There's something to do with the ego here. Okay, so a little caution. Someone may be afraid to face their fears, or you may be, I feel as though it's telling you, we have some Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius energy. I feel as though you need to stay in this Empress energy, okay? And it's an energy of looking out for yourself, protecting yourself, being very grounded, very gracious, very kind, okay? But I feel like you're creating something new here. And I feel like you're looking for answers and you're looking for a truth to do with a new beginning. I feel like you're very open to something, but I also feel there's something to do with the ego, okay? Whether it's yourself or another person. So I do see success, possibly. It's like a 6 of Wands energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is an energy of somebody who's making some kind of plans. Someone may be very careful. Stay like this, because I feel you got someone here. Just watch at somebody. There's someone successful here. Someone's planning for success. Okay, it could be yourself, moving towards that King of Pentacle energy with that Taurus energy. It's about planning for success, dressing for success, making plans, seeing the truth. There could be a few fears. Now, this could be so many things. Maybe a fear of commitment, the darkest fears. Some of you are definitely moving towards, you're creating something successful by staying in the Empress energy. It's the birth of something new. It's a financial foundation, happy home, happy life, a strong foundation. Someone's planning something. So like I say, it could be yourself with that Taurus energy, whether you have Taurus in your chart or not. It's telling you to make plans, pay attention to the details, plan for success. Okay, so because a lot of people have fears, right? They look at the fears, they're worried they're not going to be successful. So they plan to prepare for when they're not successful. Also plan to be successful, okay? Because you can be surprised what can happen when all of a sudden instant success comes, okay? So make those plans, stay grounded. Some of you could be making some kind of a business plan, really hoping to have a victory, but I do see a possibility of a false victory. There's a need for someone to figure something out here to do with a financial foundation, a house, a home, but I do feel there's something being learned. There's a windfall of abundance. Wow. Some of you have, because you're staying in this Empress energy, I feel you're going to get the success you want. It's either finances or you have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming to you. I see a little Libra energy. I see this new beginning, the windfall of abundance, wise counsel. So it's saying to be very wise, plan for success. This is a path. Okay, a learning experience as well, but there's a windfall of abundance. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Well, it could be the purchase of a new home. Some of you may be planning, doing some financial planning to do with the purchase of a home. You're probably learning as you go, but this is the path, okay? You're on that path. I feel like you're on the right path. Ooh, Cancer. Interesting energy. Stay in that Empress energy, whatever it is you're creating. So I feel, yeah, there's some kind of communication. There could be a lot happening at once here as well, but I feel somebody is about to communicate. They're making plans to talk, to open up. This is about a new beginning, spreading their wings, okay? This is in the center, so I feel this affects both of you. It's a lot happening at once. This is about putting all your passion and energy into something. I feel like somebody is coming in to face their fears. Okay, so yeah, there's a burden, responsibility. You may have a lot of weight on your shoulders. You may be feeling like whatever it is you're doing is going to be too much work. It's going to weigh you down. So you may have a few burdens, things that are bothering you. But as far as your love life goes, I feel that someone is needing to face their fears, okay? Now, this is about whether, if you have a person around you, you may feel they're just looking for attention. This is somebody who's definitely financially stable, grounded, practical, but it's also somebody who may have a few things to learn. And I feel there's going to be a communication. Some of you have had a been there, done that energy as well. So if you have a person coming towards you, maybe a little bit concerned, you may have to face your fears. That's about two people sharing the responsibility of a relationship, the burdens. Someone's learning something. I feel someone's ready to go off on another path here. So yeah, it's going to be a lot going on. Things are going to start speeding up here. It could be to do with business or travel. You may be very, very busy as well. Lots of weight on your shoulders, lots of responsibilities. It's an energy of working too hard, too many hours, needing to find balance in your life. It's about letting others help you. So you see, it's very, this is about finding a partner, somebody to build a foundation, someone who pulls their weight in a relationship. Nice. Somebody is seeing you that way. They see you as this Empress, someone who has a lot of abundance, a lot to offer, gracious, kind, somebody who makes a beautiful home, a very balanced, loving, and nurturing home. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, some of you are creating something new. It's at the early stages. You have a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. Could be a new home, a new business, but it's about that financial foundation. Someone's planning something. Now, this could be someone who's thinking of marriage and commitment, going down that path. They may be coming in to talk to you. They're very busy. They have a lot of responsibilities. They're very focused on self. They may have just started something, okay? It's in the early stages, but there is some energy of being very creative. It's also an impatient energy, right? This is about having the patience, waiting for things to pay off. But I feel someone's feeling optimistic here. This is someone who's focused on themselves. They have to face their fears here. Let's see. Yeah, wise counsel, be wise. It's about the way someone conducts themselves, their habits, traditions, belief, their behavior. It has to do with commitment. You may have somebody here you feel isn't focused on you in the right way. So I watch that energy as well. But it's about having faith in yourself as well when something's at the early stages. It's about forging forward, putting a lot of creative energy, a lot of passion into something, whether it be a relationship, finances, even education. It's at the early stages. So there is unity with a spiritual-minded community. It's about two people being on the same page. It's about how someone conducts themselves. Someone feels burdened. Focusing on self too much. Focusing on work, creative pursuits. Passionate energy, a little Aries energy. This is the Dreamer. So this is about a new path. Ooh, new traditions, new habits. Someone may be a little bit... I feel like you got someone who's enthusiastic, but I feel they're a little... they're dreaming of this path, commitment and marriage, and they're kind of learning. But this is about that leap of faith, pushing your fears aside to take a leap of faith. Some of you are reflecting on a past relationship or past situations, work situations, maybe afraid to take a leap of faith, not having faith in yourself, but it's saying to have that faith. I feel like you got someone who didn't really have the faith to take a risk into a relationship. Maybe they felt you weren't on the same page or the same paths. But something new. This is something new, okay? A new idea, a new way of conducting yourself, or they are, about taking a risk. Ooh, could be a commitment. Someone ready to take a leap of faith. Someone's having to face their fears. Someone may have a fear of commitment too, or you have a fear someone's not going to commit. Okay, so if you are signing any contracts, negotiations, things like that, it could be at the early stages. So I would say don't panic, okay? Really don't. I feel like it's an energy of, it's at the early stages. Just look at the contract, this negotiation. Don't take any risks with any kind of contracts that you're signing. Make sure you cross those T's, dot those I's. So take that time. It's a learning experience as well. Some of you are just learning as you go here. You are possibly making some kind of business plan, but I feel as though you're planning something here. It's like you're planning, you're creating something beautiful. You have this beautiful abundance. So some of you have the money to work with. And I feel you're trying to build something here. But what I feel is you're planning for a failure when you need to plan for success. Okay? To look at it that way. It's interesting here. So there's some kind of contract negotiation. But as far as love life, we have someone who needs to face their fears. They're afraid. Someone has a fear of commitment. Afraid of taking a risk. But they're going to have to start having more faith. You may not have faith in someone. Maybe somebody feels like they're not ready. They have too many burdens, responsibilities. They could be starting a new job or career, or it's yourself. But there's the birth of something new with this Empress energy. Wow. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra. Aries, Leo, Sag. Strong Taurus. A lot of that lately. Tell me about the Empress energy. Why is this here? For Cancer. Here we go. So there is definitely a single person who has everything they need. You're preparing for the future. You're planning something. You have everything you need, okay, to have success. This is someone who dresses for success. So this is about making yourself feel good through this process, maybe changing your look, but it's someone, you have everything you need. But I also see a single person. Okay, I see somebody single. I feel some of you are ready. You've been single. You are ready for, now maybe ready for a relationship. I see a Virgo energy. So there could possibly be a Virgo here around you, Cancer. Not necessarily. I feel like you get a lot of that Virgo energy with people who are on that path, same as the Taurus. I've been seeing a lot of Taurus energy in readings, and it has to do with that wise counsel, making sure you're on the same page, making sure everything is, copacetic. It's fair for both people. But I also see that people are very much afraid of taking a risk, committing. Someone feels that they're not ready. So I feel there's something ending here. I don't think you're going to be single much longer. I feel there's some kind of a transformation. Like some of you feel like, it's an energy of not preparing for success, feeling like it's not going to be successful. Okay, so it's telling you to transform the way you're seeing this. Okay, allow things to transform. You're going to put an end to something, but definitely some of you are not going to be single longer, or you have someone around you that is going through some kind of change here. It has to do with planning for success, teamwork, cooperation, compromise, going off on that new path. It's a learning experience, there's no doubt. So, two people coming together to create something beautiful. Compatibility, compromise, very much creative energy, financial energy, two people building a strong financial foundation together. So if you are signing a contract with someone, make sure this person is ready for it. You may feel they're not going to pull their weight, they're not responsible, they're not ready. Maybe you need to confront this person and talk to them, but there's a need for things to be figured out. Yeah, so there's that energy. Somebody who gets a lot of attention, somebody very successful, they get a lot of attention because they are. So someone here's got a bit of an ego. Someone's ego's getting in the way. So there is something ending. So I feel someone is now planning for success. Okay, now whether it's you or them, but I definitely feel some very strong Taurus and Virgo energy. I feel this, some of you may be getting a lot of attention too because you are successful. Some of you may be ending things with somebody. Maybe you're just newly single and you're focused on a new beginning. The birth of something new. Some of you have a new person, a new love experience coming in. Let's get these cards in order. Someone's planning for success here. This is someone who wants to put a lot of attention into something else. They're ready to go off on this path. Financial stability as well. Successful people. Definitely an ego. Make sure someone doesn't come towards you looking for attention, that they're really just focused on themselves, their own financial stability. Watch that energy. Four of Wands. Yeah, this is about work, building something, building a solid foundation. It takes two people. So this is about putting in the hard work, perfecting your craft. We have someone here who's a perfectionist. This is someone who's looking for something pretty much perfect, but there is a need to put some work into something. Working very hard to build this financial foundation. Someone could be building a house, a home, because they're planning to commit to go down this path as well. Some of you are working on homes. You could be interior designing, things like that. There's something very creative here to do with a home, a family, a foundation. Beautiful. Someone may see you as just perfect, okay? They may even see you as marriage material. I feel this is somebody who's about to come in and work things out. They're ready to go down this path. This is someone who's learning. There's a lot of abundance here. When two people come together, someone is seeing you. They're learning about you. Maybe they want to get to know you more. I do see things speeding up. I see a lot of talk. Yeah, moving towards emotional fulfillment. Some of you are walking away from a situation that's no longer working, moving on to a new job. You're moving towards emotional fulfillment. I feel like there's an energy of some of you are walking away from somebody. You may be even ending a relationship and a commitment that's not working because someone's not pulling their weight, not putting in any effort. They may be a little immature. Maybe you took a risk with this person and they weren't ready, or maybe they're a little bit of a risk taker. So just a bit of caution there. But look at this energy. I feel like there's some kind of talk, communication about a date, getting together. There's some positive energy here about working something out and moving towards emotional fulfillment. Somebody may be ending something, newly single, whether it's you or this person, but I definitely see someone dressing for success, planning for success. A little ego there. Yeah, somebody's definitely got a lot of pride in the way they dress, pride in their home and their work. It's actually not such a bad feeling. It's somebody who maybe has spent their whole life working to become successful. And, maybe they get a lot of attention because of it. But I feel as this is someone who is definitely ready to go down that path. They feel prepared. They've made plans. They have the house and the home. Maybe they're working on their home, fixing things up, moving towards that emotional fulfillment. But I do see someone walking away from something that isn't emotionally fulfilling, moving forward. Now, you could meet somebody. Things could really take off. I see a lot of talk back and forth between friends and family. Nice energy. Yeah, there's something emotionally filling, very happy, a fresh new start. Some of you maybe are going to meet somebody new. Maybe you've been in a relationship with somebody who isn't putting in their effort and you're thinking of walking away and going down this path. But I see a new, fresh new start. It's also about looking at things from a fresh perspective here as well through this transformative energy. Maybe starting something new, going down a new path. So definitely plan for success if you're creating something, okay? I do feel there's something that you and another person have in common. Very creative energy, both very passionate about being successful. You're going to meet somebody, or you already have at some kind of an event, want to talk back and forth. I feel this is something that's going to take off. I feel like you're open to this, but I do feel there's something to do with the truth, seeing the truth, okay? Some of you may see the truth, that it's time to move away from something that's not working. Some of you may be even selling a home, relocating. You may be kind of seeing this as a bit of an adventure, maybe getting a fixer-upper, so that you'll have more money in your pocket to invest in other things. Maybe talking with your friends and family a lot back and forth. But I see a fresh new start. I see something really nice here. Wow. It's an offer, that seed being planted. It's emotional. You're going to meet someone. Some of you are putting a fresh coat of paint on a house, fixing it up. Your friends and family may happen. I see a lot of work, very busy. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Some of you would like a partner, someone to share the responsibilities in a home, or you have someone who's starting to see that. Wow, you're moving towards success though. Yeah, see, healing and releasing, letting go of burdens, baggage, clearing out negative energy. It's kind of an energy of sleeping on it as well. But this is a healing. It's clearing out. Some of you are clearing out the clutter. You're releasing things in your home, things that cause you burdens, okay, that weigh you down, things that you don't need. And I like this energy, though. It's healing. It's a release. It's also about kind of, thinking before you jump into something, signing a contract as well. Some of you may be taking a risk. I think some of you are just ready for a whole new path. I think you got someone who's ready to face their fears. Someone may have a fear of commitment. Fear that it won't work out. They'll be the one doing all the work. Maybe this is someone who had a relationship before that didn't work out. They had all the weight on their shoulders. They're the one that paid all the bills. So there's definitely something here that's been very negative, weighing somebody down. But it's a healing and a clearing out. I feel clearing out of the clutter out of their home as well. Tell me about the Page of Wands energy. Why is this here? This is something at the early stages. Maybe you're starting to feel more enthusiastic once the weight is lifted after things are healed. Someone's had a period of time where they've been focused on themselves, maybe for good reasons, okay? Feeling a little more enthusiastic. So there is some kind of positive communication. Tell me about this. There we go. Yeah, purging and releasing the past, focusing on self. So there could be someone who's been too focused on themselves as well. It's time to release it, to heal, let go of old relationship baggage. Some of you, it's just cleaning stuff out of your house, things that weigh you down, things that make you work too hard, that you don't need. But this is the early stages, very positive energy. See a little Aquarius energy, which you see all the time in love readings. It's very important to heal. It's important to let go of the things that don't serve you, and old relationships before you move towards another person. But there's someone who's letting go of a fear of commitment, fear of their belief traditions, the way they conducted themselves. Someone may have been single for a while. They're a little, kind of used to doing things their way. Someone who's used to getting a lot of attention from other people, but they're now choosing this path. Someone's setting themselves free from their fears. They're seeing the truth. Make sure you do get the truth as well. Tell me about wise counsel. Yeah, see, we have a Taurus energy, maybe a Virgo. Some of you could be moving away, releasing yourself from someone, setting yourself free from someone who's just looking for attention. You're moving towards something more successful. You may be planning to do this. You may have not done it yet. It's a bit of a transformative energy. Creating something new, a new beginning. This is that path that you're choosing. So I feel you've got this King of Pentacles energy, someone financially stable. They're looking at the future here. This is someone who's thinking about taking a leap of faith or planning on taking a risk. I feel this person is a bit of a risk taker. Maybe they're a little younger than you. You want to make sure this is someone who's letting go of something here. They're learning to love themselves first. I think this is someone who needed to focus on themselves for a bit while they healed. Nothing wrong with that, because now this person's feeling more enthusiastic. This is somebody, quite charming, creative, possibly a little impatient at times. And maybe that's something that needs to be learned, is a little patient, not rushing into things too quickly, not rushing through jobs, things that you're creating and doing. But this is someone making plans to take a risk. They're reflecting on their past, maybe relationship. So it could be this person that's letting go. So I see this King of Pentacles. Who is this person? Wow, Cancer, this is amazing. Yeah, so there is some kind of truth. Look at that. This is someone having an epiphany, coming up with some creative ideas, new ideas. Cross those T's, dot those I's. I see success. Someone's planning for success. They're taking a leap of faith after reflecting on the past. They're leaving the past in the past and moving forward, facing their fears. This is someone who was either afraid of commitment. This person wants to have success. They're coming in to speak some truth. So this is an interesting energy. Let's see what this leap of faith is, this dreamer. This is a new start, see? Something new. This person's purging and releasing, and they're healing. They're letting go of things that they no longer need. Like it could be fears, but it could be, somebody who has a lot of stuff, that creates a lot of work in their home. It's time to clear things out, clear out that clutter. It's for that higher good. So it's reaching for the stars. I think someone's going to reach out to you. They're coming in to speak a truth. They want to have success. It has to do with commitment, the way they conduct themselves, their habits, traditions, beliefs. It's a newfound faith is what I feel. Ooh, tell me about the dreamer. Why is this here? There we go. Yeah, there's that energy of speaking the truth. This could be yourself, could be another person. Yeah, there's something ending here. Some of you are not taking a leap of faith or a risk. You're cutting somebody out and ending it. You're moving towards someone else. So there's an end of a situation, end of a cycle. You're ready for this new path. But I feel maybe you took a risk with somebody once. Maybe you want to know the truth about someone's fears. Someone may be afraid that you're going to be very critical, a little bit harsh. So watch your words here. But I feel like this is getting those questions, right? Paying attention, being very wise before you take a leap. But something is ending. Something is over. A painful situation. So some of you may have someone who's coming towards you to tell you the truth. Make sure you tell the truth. This is about integrity. Two people being on the same page, being very wise, okay? So it's an interesting, so there is a new emotional beginning. There's some kind of an emotional fulfillment. Now I wonder if you've told somebody this. They need to make plans for the future, become more grounded and stable. Maybe you spoke up to someone, or maybe they spoke to you, Cancer. But it's about being very discerning before you take a risk, a leap of faith. Some of you don't have any faith in somebody here, or you had a partner that wasn't faithful. Be careful of the judgment of this decision, but I do feel there's some kind of emotional fulfillment. I feel something is about to be lifted and healed here with some very wise words. Some of you are just going to be very smart. Oh my gosh, moving towards something more stable, making yourself happy. I do feel some of you are ending a situation, maybe newly single, or you're not, but I don't think you're going to be single for long, or you have been single for some time. And there's something ending, the end of the single life. It could be the other person as well. So, or both of you for that matter. Tell me about seeking the truth. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is that, we got two people who are quite compatible. Now, you don't have to have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart. This is the power couple, two people who know how to cooperate, how to create. They're hardworking. A couple of homebodies too, people that like working around the home, fixing up the home. Maybe this person's doing this. This is someone who's seeking the truth. Someone's seeing the truth. They see you as marriage material. This is somebody who wants to have success with you. Someone sees you as successful. Someone's starting to think very positive is what I feel as they transition down this new path. They're letting go of their ego. You both probably get a lot of attention because I'm seeing that card twice. The false victory. Oh, it's coming. I feel like you both are. I wonder if you've been talking to someone. Maybe you've told them this, or they've told you, or somebody else has jumped in here, taken a risk to speak up here. But I feel there's a truth in success. Somebody asked you if you're successful, how are things going? You're going to speak the truth. It's about taking a risk to speak up, to get something off your chest, to put an end to something. I think you're going to feel better if you do, or you've told somebody else to. Because I see something here with two people coming together that look out for each other. Financial stability. Somebody of you, Some of you definitely are focused on that. It's what makes you happy, that emotional fulfillment. You want a future. You will end something with someone who doesn't speak the truth. If there is no success and they do not want to commit, you're going to go off in another direction. So there's something going on here with the communication. It's also listening. It's being very discerning. It's also sometimes a little bit judgmental. But I see some Aquarius energy, whether it's yourself or another person, or it's just this energy, feeling enthusiastic after releasing something, but you still want that truth. I feel like you're going to get it. Yeah, something to do with someone's fears. A little bit of mystery, confusion, a little bit of fear that you're not getting the truth. You are going to, maybe you're afraid to confront someone and ask them some questions, or vice versa. It could go both ways here. Release those egos. Plan for success. Look at the positive energy. I feel that we've got a King and Queen of Pentacles, a power couple, a couple of homebodies. Maybe you both work at home. You like working around the home. Maybe you like things perfect. Maybe somebody thinks you're too critical, you're too perfect, you're too picky as well. So that's an interesting energy. You may walk away from that. Okay, or maybe someone's walking away from you because of it. Maybe you're being too picky, too critical, or they are. So just watch that a little bit if it's yourself, okay? Nothing wrong with taking care of your house and home, paying attention to the details, liking things perfect. Somebody actually may see that as a very positive energy. Maybe their home isn't so nice. Maybe that's something to do with their sense of pride as well that I was saying before. Tell me about spread your wings. Why is this here? You got a new beginning. You're ready for something new. Yeah, manifesting. Two people manifesting have all the tools you need to set up housekeeping. Two people who work hard to build a financial foundation. Safety, security, and stability. Two people who rely on each other and fulfill each other's needs. Two people who make the effort to make each other happy. So this is nice. There's a period in your life that's over. I feel like there's something that's gone. It's healed. It's finished. I don't think it's just you. It's possibly this other person, or it's the path you're on right now of walking away from the lack of emotional fulfillment towards something much better, looking forward to this new beginning. This could happen very quickly. Some of you, if are newly single, it may not last for long. Or it's either that or you've been single a long time. It's been a transition. Something is over. I actually feel like there's a birth of something new. I think you have something beautiful about to happen here. And I do think you're going to be very wise. You're definitely no pushover here. Someone who is a perfectionist. In fact, this other person may be. Could be something that makes you compatible. You both like things perfect and very neat and tidy home. Or someone is critical about it. Maybe somebody isn't neat enough. They don't pull their weight. They don't do their share. Maybe they're calling you picky. Okay, you can release this person. This is someone maybe who's not valuing you, or it's a lack of respect as well. So there's nothing wrong with being picky, keeping a clean home, but it does take two. Okay, someone here may be kind of a bit lazy. They don't really pull their weight. Maybe you're concerned about that. Maybe that's why you're ending things. Maybe some of you have a fear of commitment because you've been through this before. You want a partner. You don't want to be the one to do all the work. And maybe this is what's happened in your past. Someone called you being too picky because they're lazy. I see a little bit of laziness. Someone who puts all the burdens on your shoulder. They're not responsible. They're not pulling their weight. And they're putting all the weight on your shoulders, but then it's a little gaslighting almost for some of you, but I feel like it's a past energy. Could be a fear you've been holding on to, could be your own fear here, Cancer, where you were the one that did all the work, the cooking, the cleaning. You also worked and paid bills, and you had a partner that didn't do their share. Maybe they were just immature, they weren't ready, but whatever it is, it's telling you to let go. Just releasing somebody. If you got Aquarius in your chart, I can see you just cutting someone out, just speaking your mind and kind of letting them have it. It's over, it's done, I'm moving on. Some of you may have to, you're a little afraid to face this person, maybe a little afraid of it, but I feel like you've got someone here who is mature and ready I do see possible Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Maybe this is a fear you have because of a past relationship. Well, that reflecting on the past, maybe that's something you need to talk about. So yeah, there's that leap of faith. As I said, it's confirmation, reflecting on a past relationship. Someone does see your worth and value. They hold you in high regard. But I think somebody kind of, I see a lazy person who just sort of laid around, laying on the sofa all the time. Were you doing all the work? They kind of held themselves above you. They're too good for that. Immature behavior. Yeah, you may have taken a risk with someone younger who was immature and not ready, so you're being very cautious, possibly. You may need to take responsibility for your own actions when it comes to that if you took a risk with someone. But I feel like you're reflecting on that. You're not going to make that mistake again. You're going to make sure you're on the same page with someone. I feel like you're going to. I see something quite lovely happening. Wow, I haven't seen a reading like this for a while. Be important to somebody. If you're afraid to speak your mind with someone, afraid to risk telling them your fears, that they may walk away from you if you do, because of something that happened in the past, it's going to be what it's going to be, is what I feel. If somebody feels that, when you speak up, I would be, try not to be too dramatic, definitely. But don't be afraid to face this person and speak up. But I do see this energy being very kind and gracious. Some of you like to have a beautiful home. You like it to be comfortable. Feel like it's a big issue to someone here. Like this is really coming out now. Let's see what's going on. What is the outcome? There we go. The world. There's some kind of change. Something is evolving. Just maybe you're just going to go with the flow. I see a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment. So I feel like this is going to be okay. I feel like this person's got your back. I feel like they're the same. The power couple, two people who like to work around the home and take care of things. They like a nice home. But that past relationship, right? Making sure you're on the same page, speaking up. This is the time when you start something new with someone, is to speak your truth. Okay, about an ending you had that was painful because of a situation. Maybe you're afraid to speak up because it may end. You won't get what you want, but I actually think you're going to be surprised. I think this is going to evolve. Just go with the flow. And you have the freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself for speaking up if you do. Just be kind and gracious about it, okay? That's what I feel it's telling you. One more card. This is the outcome for Cancer. The Magician. Manifesting what you want. You have all the tools you need. Some of you have possibly a Gemini, or there's somebody, maybe you see some same things with somebody as another person you dated. You're reflecting on the past before you take a leap of faith. Maybe you don't have any faith in someone, okay? Because you have two people who mirror each other. You may see they have some things in common. They look for attention. They got a big ego. They're too good for housework, right? So watch that energy. But I feel like it's okay. You have the tools you need to speak up. Just be very wise. I think this person, you and this other person are very much the same. Okay, this new person. I do. So, wow. Yeah, if you meet someone and you feel they kind of have some similar tendencies, maybe their house is a mess, they don't clean it up, maybe you're a little worried that, you're going to have all this burden and weight on your shoulders. Maybe you need to just speak up about it before you rush into a relationship. But I feel like you have all the tools you need. It's like, you can manifest what you want here by speaking up. And I think this person sees you as somebody that they want to move forward with. Some of you are definitely reflecting on an ending. So you've gone through some kind of changes, definitely financially. If this is the course of action, being single for a while, used to taking care of your house and a home, everything's just lovely. You kind of like it that way. But there's some kind of maybe you're afraid of that the same thing's going to happen. But whatever you do, plan for success when it comes to business and career. I feel like you have the tools you need. This is a very positive energy, this card. This is about being proud of yourself. The freedom to do whatever you want. Some of you just want to be free. You've changed. Maybe you don't want a commitment. It's possible you've changed your mind about it. But I feel most of you have this person who is also going through a transformation. They've grown up, they've changed. I feel that if you have somebody coming back around and you feel they haven't changed, speak up now. Now's the time to speak up, okay, before you take a leap of faith. Somebody else may have a fear of commitment that way too. I feel like you got someone else who's been through the same thing. So I feel they're going to get you. So you have the tools you need to manifest, to go for it. Do whatever you need and be proud of yourself for speaking up. Take care, and we'll see you soon.